India having witnessed history with the inauguration of its new parliament building. The new parliament, which is truly Indian in essence, represents the hopes and aspirations of 1.4 billion Indians for India's Amrit Kal. Now, additionally, India's new parliament represents its vibrant and diverse culture, a milestone in independent India's history. Now, our new Sansad stands tall as the center of democracy. Now, I'm also being joined, in fact, by Ricky Cage, Grammy Award-winning music artist. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. My first question to you, how do you feel about the new parliament building? What do you think about its look?
Of course, it's a huge matter of pride for the whole of India, this new parliament building, and for democracies all over the world, in fact. I was in a concert in Chennai last evening, and I rushed back home to Bangalore so that I could actually sit at home in a very comfortable manner and watch the entire opening, the inauguration. The inauguration was absolutely stunning, filled me with pride. And I believe that we have now the Parliament House that we actually deserve as being the largest democracy on this planet.
Right. Speaking of that, how important do you think a new parliament building was, the need for it, and the fact that it be made by Indians? Of course, the previous parliament was made by the British Raj.
Exactly. It feels great to have a parliament building that's finally built by us. And the previous one was over 90 years old. So it's in fact, it's high time that parliament building becomes a museum, because I think it really needs to become a museum. This new parliament building, it's got the spatial needs for today's democracy in India. It has got the technology, and of course the number of seats. It said that it's 1,272 seats, which is more than 500 than the existing building, which is absolutely essential today. And so I guess to have this part, it's just a huge matter of pride, as I said, and it's above all, it's such a beautiful building. It's such beautiful chambers, so it just feels very good.
Right, and of course, speaking of the Indianness of the new parliament, what else do you think it represents? The fact that it's built by Indians, and also it's incorporating culture right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari.
I think the new parliament building, it absolutely represents the largest democracy on this planet, what it needs to represent. It represents our values, it represents our culture, our traditions, it represents us as Indian people. The whole world is going to be watching our parliament, in action for the next decade, next many decades, and forever now. And it's really nice to that we are going to be seen. Our democratic process is going to be seen in a building that is that beautiful and that representative of India.
Right, and on the fact that you said, it is for Indians and our future as well, where do you see India after this big moment in history that we've witnessed? What are your hopes and aspirations for us?
I think India is already going from strength to strength in pretty much every way possible. I'm an environmentalist, so that's my main area of focus, and I've seen that in the past, over 10 years ago, what was happening is that India was always on the sidelines when it came to all of these international matters and international treaties and things like that, and even discussions when it came to climate change and when it came to nature and biodiversity. But right now, India is not only a part of the discussions, but also taking leadership when it comes to these matters. When it comes to plastics pollution, when it comes to renewable energy, when it comes to, the Solar Alliance, climate action, everything, it's pretty amazing. And again, I think the main symbol of our democracy is that building, because that's where we see all of these laws being put into force, and all of these discussions of which creates this thriving democracy that we call India. And to see that symbol becoming so beautiful and so amazing and so representative of who we are, it's a great feeling, and I believe that all of us Indians are absolutely proud of our democracy and of where this democracy is going to be housed.
Right, and as an artist yourself, will you be visiting the new parliament? How excited are you for that potential visit?
I'm, of course, extremely excited to visit the new parliament building. I would love to see it in person. I've, in fact, performed at the United Nations General Assembly Hall three times now, performed in the United Nations headquarters, that is the Palladian Nations in Geneva in the past. So I've had the fortune of being in these amazing spaces and watching the images of our Parliament building on television today. It really made me feel that we are at a level which is higher than all of these intergovernmental buildings, and intergovernmental spaces, which brings India into the leadership when it comes to creating such a beautiful space for democracy. So I'm very, very excited to be there, and hopefully my dream is to one day perform over there, perform my music over there. That would be an absolute dream come true.
Right. Now, do you think we as a country have managed to purge key symbols of British Raj from India? Now, there have been several instances earlier as well. During Republic Day, we've done indigenous gunfire that, of course, purged British Raj symbolism. Do you think with this new parliament, we've done that again?
I think it is very, very important for us to do away with the colonial mindset that has bogged us down for so many years, whether it is our mindsets or whether it is in terms of architecture or the buildings or what we consider to be, what we consider to be sacred spaces when it comes to our democracy. So I think it's going to be a work in progress, and I think our progress in that direction of doing away with these colonial symbols of the British Raj, I think it's moving ahead exponentially under this government, and I'm really, really grateful for that.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.